When your gears are working fine, your rides are always enjoyable, but slipping or gears not changing ruin a ride immediately. So let's take a look at how to tune your rear mech.
The first thing to do is disengage the gear cable. This can be done by checking that the gear is in the highest gear. This bike which has a 10-speed cassette, select small cog 10. With the chain on cog 10, turn the pedals, notch the gears up and disconnect the cable. Release the gear cable and the mech will return to its rest place. We're now going to look at these two screws. These are the travel setting screws. Most derailleurs are marked high and low. High gear is for the small cog at this end of the cassette, and the low gear is for the large cog. The easiest way to remember it is L for large and H for hard, the gear that makes your legs hurt. These screws only set the limit of the travel. By turning the screw in and turning the pedals, the gear will turn onto the next cog up. Turn it out and it will return to the high gear. Let it run quietly to the cog. That's your high gear set. Now rotating the pedals, press on the gear mech to engage the low gear. Press as hard as you can. Too far, the gear will catch on the spokes. So what we are going to do is turn the screw in. Go about half a turn at a time, then retry the gear. If it's still catching, we'll turn it another half turn. And again, pushing as hard as you can, it's now going into gear. That is now the travel screws set. We won't need to touch those again throughout the procedure of setting up the derailleur. Now we are going to reconnect the cable, making sure that we follow the correct routine. Attach the cable and tighten the bolt nice and firm. There are recommended torque settings for all of the bolts on the bicycle. These can be found on the manufacturer's websites or in the instruction leaflets for the derailleur on your bicycle. We're now going to set the cable tension. Move the gear lever one click and the gear hasn't moved, so we're going to increase the cable tension by rotating the barrel adjuster. This can be found either on the rear derailleur or on the gear shifter. Rotate the barrel adjuster until the gear jumps up to the next cog. Go through the full range of the gears to ensure the release hub and gears turn down smoothly. Once we've got the cable tensioned, check the cable. If it's not going up, we need to apply a little more tension. Finally, check that all the gears are changing smoothly. Do this by going from high to low and low to high. Do this 2 to 3 times. Your gears are now fully adjusted. Enjoy your ride.